Hey everyone, what's up? If you're watching this, you're probably doing so from YouTube, which means you have found my page, Inspiration for Soul. If you watched last week's video, then you know how this is going to go. You know that my name is Azariah, and that we're going to take one of my own personal quotes and analyze it and hopefully get you some inspiration and motivation for this week. Um, I do weekly videos, uh, but if you comment and make suggestions or things like that, or things that you want to see, I will most definitely post another video um, before a week. That's just how we do it, or that's just how I do it. You know, I'm willing to help out those who want to be helped and who need inspiration, who need motivation. A little background behind this week's quote. It got me through a few tough times in my life and situations and whatnot and what have you. And so this one is very near and dear to my heart, as is everyone that I do. But this one really has I believe, a powerful message behind it if you listen to it and you take it in and you really hear it. And so therefore, without further ado, we'll get into this week's message. And I forgot to mention this week is going to include, I believe it's 3 of my personal quotes, but I'll introduce them as we go along. But for starters, we're going to start with this first one. And the first one is, if you ever feel like you are taking 5 steps forward and 10 steps back, turn around. That is God's way of saying that you are headed in the wrong direction. I'll say that again. If you ever feel like you are taking 5 steps forward and 10 steps back, turn around. That is God's way of telling you you are headed in the wrong direction. Now this applies to any aspect of life, be it relationships or at your job, maybe it's a test that you're doing, or in your family. You know, for example, in a relationship, you're giving and you're giving and you're giving, and you're asking for this and asking for that, but you're not getting it back. My advice is to you, if you feel like you're taking those 5 steps forward but those 10 steps back, is to just turn around and start headed in the right direction. Same with work and your family and what have you. I like to think that the journey to your destination and your destiny is already a long road. Why prolong it by heading in the wrong direction? That's what this week's message is about. It's about getting on the right track to your destiny and your destination. You know, we all make mistakes. Make no mistake about that. We all make mistakes. And so we all are inclined to err and do different things and do wrong things and make wrong turns and make wrong choices. That's just what we do. But when we realize what it is that we want to do and where our destiny is going to be and what we want to be and where we want to be at in our lives, then we have to change the direction that we're going in and get headed on the right track to our destiny. And when you are ready to turn around and get on this right track, I invite you to keep this next quote in mind, and that is, God is like a GPS. Even when we get off track, He is right there, ready to recalculate our route. It may take a little longer for us to reach our destiny, but make no mistake about it, we will reach it. Again, God is like a GPS. Even when we get off track, He is right there to recalculate our route. Yes, it may take a little longer for us to get to our destiny or our destination, but have no doubt we will make it. Now, that makes little to no sense to just the average person listening, so I want to break some of these words down and try to explain them just a little bit more so it makes more sense, so that way we have a better understanding of it. Um, the first thing that we are going to define is GPS and what that is. A GPS is defined as a group of satellites that orbit the Earth that help easily reach a desired destination. Again, a group of satellites that orbit around the Earth that help easily reach a desired destination. So when we put that inside of the quote, we get God is like a group of satellites that orbit around the Earth that help easily reach a desired destination. I want to focus in on that word desired. Yes, we focus in on easily. We all know what easily means, but let's go with desired. We all know what a desire is, but I want to direct your attention to the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 4, and it says, delight yourself also in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Therefore, if a GPS can help you easily reach a desired destination, and God is saying that if you delight yourself in him, he will give you the desires of your heart. That means whatever you desire in a relationship, whatever you desire at work, in school, in your family, wherever it is, whatever you desire, whatever destination you are trying to get to, if you delight yourself in the Lord, and that means if you have joy in the Lord, take joy in the Lord and have joy, he will give you desires of your heart. Whatever it is that you are desiring, I invite you to get on route, to get on track, turn around, and start just asking God for the desires of your heart. You know what you want. 9 times out of 10, we all know what we want. And whatever it is that you want, it can be easily given to you if you just get on the right track to your destiny. Now, the next word I want to look at is the recalculate. The next part of the quote says that he's right there, ready to recalculate your route. What does recalculate mean? Recalculate means to calculate again, especially for the purpose of finding an error.